definitely one of my favorite first courses because of how quick and simple it is. And it's incredibly delicious. Today I'm going to make spaghetti alla Puttanesca with you. And later I'll also tell you why it's called that. Let's make it together. Let's get started. So first of all, take a clove and cut it in half. I remove the core, then I chop it finely. Alternatively, you can also just cut it in half. And then move the clove or cloves. I like it, so I chop it finely and leave it for now. I chop a bit of chili pepper, and for convenience I also chop the parsley. I say for convenience because we'll need it at the end, but since I already have the cutting board here. And then I put some extra virgin olive oil in the pan, add garlic and chili pepper. I add the salt-packed capers, then I add the anchovy fillets in oil. By the way, my 2 cookbooks are available only on Amazon worldwide. Just search for Carlo Gaiano recipes and you'll get them in at most 2 days. And I let it saute over low heat, crushing the anchovies and capers in the oil. Very good. Oh my, what a wonderful smell. Now I add the peeled tomatoes and I rinse them a little to get everything out. What's left? In the bowl, I add a little salt. Just a little because I didn't rinse the salt off the capers. And without covering over medium-low heat, I let it cook for about 15 minutes. In the meantime, maybe I'll take advantage of it later when they've softened to mash the peeled tomatoes a bit. It's probably better to use a fork so you don't damage the bottom of the pan. In the meantime, I'll take the opportunity to pit and halve the olives. Obviously Gaeta olives, as you can see, olives and brine, while I pit and break up the olives. Let me tell you a bit about what might be the 3 most credible stories regarding the origin of this delicious dish. I'll say it very quickly. In Ischia at the Rangio Felone restaurant, a group of friends gathers in front of the place late at night. They ask the owner to make them something quick, and the owner replies that it's too late and he hardly has anything left. One of them says, "Just make us anything at all." And so it seems that's how this dish was born, since the innkeeper used whatever was left in the kitchen. A couple of capers and anchovies that are never missing in a restaurant, some olives, and a peeled tomato, which is also always there. That's how this fantastic dish was born. Some people attribute the creation of this dish to Prince Antonio de Curtis Toto and others. It seems that based on various sources, and although it actually originated from the brothels, from which the name comes, perhaps the one closest to the name of the dish. Since it's a quick dish, it seems that the women who worked in those places between one client and another would prepare this recipe. Which of the 3 did you know, or if you know any others, write them below. Now I'm adding the olives to the sauce and I let it keep cooking. Perfect, the sauce is coming along nicely, so since the water is boiling, I add salt and start cooking the spaghetti. Okay, a minute or a minute and a half before they're done cooking, I transfer the spaghetti to the pan and let them finish cooking and absorb the flavors, adding just a little bit of pasta water if needed. Great, the pasta is ready. It's nice and al dente, so I turn off the heat and add the parsley. I give it one last stir and onto the plate. So let's see. Oh my goodness. It's one of my favorite dishes, no doubt. Try this recipe and let me know what you think in the comments below. For now, I'll say goodbye And before I leave you, as usual, I want to wish you bon appétit.